Welcome to MotoGP World. Today is February 9, 2026, and we bring you the latest insights from the MotoGP paddock as the season intensifies. First, we focus on Marc Márquez, who after his initial contact with the 2026 season, remains firm in his outlook on the championship contenders. Despite a difficult few seasons and recovering well from his latest right shoulder injury, Marquez, the reigning MotoGP champion, confidently names the same rivals as last year for the title fight: Alex Marquez, Francesco Bagnaia, and Marco Bezzecchi. While Ducati's team manager David Tarduzzi prefers to wait until the season's end to assess true championship contenders, Marc does not shy away from acknowledging these three riders as his main challengers. Among the four other MotoGP champions on the grid, including Quartararo, Mir, and Jorge Martin, Marc singles out only one, his brother Alex, as a leading rival. Alex Marquez is optimistic, stating that his team has all the ingredients needed to compete for the title, boasting the best bike and the goal to battle especially against his brother and the Ducati team. Meanwhile, Bagnaia, feeling more comfortable with the Ducati Desmos Decigi P26, promises a tough fight, aiming to make it difficult for Marc. Bezzecchi, coming off a strong third place last season, focuses on perfecting his Aprilia rather than on past results, understanding the pressure and improvements needed to stay in contention. All this sets the stage for a thrilling season as teams and riders sharpen their weapons. Turning to technical developments, former MotoGP world champion Jorge Lorenzo, now a coach and analyst, shared his observations from the official Sepang test. Lorenzo highlights that Ducati appears to have made a notable leap forward this year, showcasing superiority that goes beyond single-lap speed. He explains that the Ducati bike is remarkably smooth and easy to ride, especially noticeable with 20% throttle out of corners, and when the bike is leaned at extreme angles, delivering enhanced stability and acceleration. Lorenzo points out two main technical improvements: the evolved rear device that reduces wheelies and improves acceleration, coupled with significant aerodynamic upgrades including larger, more aggressive wings on the front fairing that boost downforce akin to Formula One cars. These innovations help keep the bike stable under acceleration, contributing to Ducati's strong long-run performances displayed by riders like Marc Márquez, Alex Marquez, and Bagnaia during their race simulations. However, we continue with more information from the MotoGP paddock as the 2026 preseason intensifies. Recent updates concerning the physical conditions of two key riders have emerged following their surgeries. Fabio Quartararo underwent an operation on the fractured middle finger of his right hand after a fall during the Sepang tests held earlier this year. Although injured, Quartararo impressively managed to return to the track on the same day to set his best time before technical issues forced him to stop. Following the diagnosis, he promptly traveled to Barcelona for the surgical procedure. Despite his absence at the official 2026 season launch in Kuala Lumpur, Quartararo connected live from Andorra to address his fans, expressing his apologies and optimism for a swift recovery. Yamaha's general director Paolo Pavesio has reassured the MotoGP community that Quartararo's recuperation is on schedule and that he is expected to be ready for the crucial upcoming test in Buriram, Thailand, scheduled for February 21 and 22, as well as the opening race of the season on March 1. Meanwhile, Jorge Martin's situation, although marked by a difficult 2025 plagued by injuries that limited him to just 9 race starts and 4 finishes, is showing positive signs. The Aprilia rider confirmed that he will make his return precisely at the Buriram test, having missed the Sepang sessions while still in recovery. Martin is approaching the new season with caution, but buoyed by the promising development of the Aprilia RSGP. He highlighted the importance of adaptation to the new machinery and expressed confidence that 2026 could see him fighting at the front if he can quickly find the necessary rhythm and trust in the bike. His observations during Sepang, where he attended as a spectator, suggested clear progress from the Aprilia team, especially benefiting from the data gathered by teammate Marco Bezzecchi. Both riders' readiness for Bararam is shaping up as a vital indicator for their teams and fans alike. Yamaha aims to have its primary title contender back to full strength after the setback in Malaysia, while Aprilia is eager to kick off a more consistent campaign, with Martin finally resuming full activity. In the highly competitive environment of MotoGP, physical fitness and bike development are indispensable factors. This Bararam test will therefore be more than a standard preseason trial. It will set the tone for how these two leading riders and their teams navigate the early stages of what promises to be an intense 2026 season. The outcomes will be closely analyzed as the championships. And finally, we close today's program with the latest developments from Ducati and their top rider Marc Márquez. The negotiations to renew Márquez's contract with Ducati have been anything but straightforward. Mauro Grassilli, Ducati's sports director, recently revealed that reaching an agreement has been even more complicated than signing the initial contract. Despite this, the deal is reportedly almost finalized, with only a few fine details remaining to be ironed out. This comes after an outstanding 2025 season for Marquez, who secured his 9th World Championship title, along with an impressive 25 wins, including 11 main races and 14 sprint victories. His performance has earned him a significant part of Ducati's budget, reflecting the results he brings to the team. Marc himself has remained diplomatically cautious in public, stating that progress is steady, and that after his first test following a shoulder injury, he feels physically well and optimistic about the future. In related news, Ducati has made a surprising technical decision revealed in the most recent Sepang tests. Instead of continuing with the GP25 motor that powered Marquez to last season's championship, the Italian manufacturer has reverted to the GP24 engine for this year's GP26 machine. While the exact reasons remain speculative, feedback from riders and test times support this move. Pecco Bagnaia, who struggled with the GP25 last year, shared that the GP26 feels better in terms of braking and cornering, resembling the characteristics of the GP24 with improved control. This is notable as Bagnaia aims to regain the form that earned him multiple titles previously. Meanwhile, Alex Marquez led the Sepang test sessions with the GP24, posting the fastest times, though he noted the track's characteristics might favor his style. Notable riders such as Fabio Di Giannantonio and Franco Morbidelli are equipped with factory-spec bikes for this season, with Morbidelli confirmed to be using the GP24 engine. On the other hand, Fermin Aldeguer remains on the GP25, although he missed the tests due to injury. Ducati's move to revert to the GP24 powerplant appears to address the performance inconsistencies seen last year, aiming to unify and sharpen the performance of all their factory riders consistently. With the transfer market already buzzing, including the arrival of Pedro Acosta alongside Marquez at Ducati for next season, these technical and contractual updates set an exciting tone for the upcoming MotoGP campaign. The